Why settle for less when you know you're a queen? Undeniably capable, yeah. Audacious to believe in yourself, yeah. Bold and confident and so ambitious. Fierce, faithful, and you know you're fabulous. You're one of a kind. Don't let nobody tell you any different. And you're so divinely made in His image, don't you ever forget it. So I settle for less when you know you're a queen.
Hey everybody, Ciante and Jalicia here. We're the creators of Fierce, Faithful, Fabulous, and we had a plan for this video, and things just kind of haven't worked out how we thought they were going to. Our shooting time didn't work out. Some stuff came up that I have to go out of town for this weekend, which is when we normally shoot. So we're just kind of at Starbucks right now, winging it. We were going to talk to you about reckless abandonment because we're continuing in this series of the journey of being recklessly abandoned. Why can't I ever get these words out? Recklessly abandoned for God. And we wanted to come to you and just talk to you about just different tips and just practical things that we've been doing to try to draw ourselves closer to God and really show, the love that we have for Him and let Him pour out His love on us and let's pour out our love on Him. And it's just this love.
Big love fest.
Yes, love fest. So that's what we're going to talk to you about. But
we're just gonna flow with it.
Yeah, man, because we want to stay consistent with putting our videos out. So this is what you're gonna get on Sunday, and it's just real.
It's just gonna be us and what we do.
Lord, you got something you want to say? Because
can we be honest? Reckless abandonment is actually a very hard process to go through. We can't say that we have been consistently in it or achieve what we want to do.
By moment type of thing. And some moments, especially as a woman, you have 3 weeks that you're doing whatever you tell your body you want to do.
Listen.
And then it's a week that your body said,
get out of it. I think it's a week. I think it's like 2.
Yeah, it's a good 3.
Let's go to switch that. We get 1 week of sanity.
Natural sanity. And then it's just the other week your body forget your plans, forget your desires.
And because I know
all these external things. I mean, not just the external noise, but it's the internal stuff.
Right.
That is the hardest part to fight because sometimes you can't get away by yourself. Sometimes you can't cut off the TV. Sometimes you can't cut off social media. Like you always can, whether you do or not, you can. But that internal stuff, man.
I think last week I might have fired God like 5 times. And I mean,
I'm saved. I don't do that.
The thing, I say, I mean, that's real talk, and that's just kind of how me and God's, because God is probably up there right now, like, girl, please. That's probably how God
what
is.
What you gonna do? So if you fire me, I walk away from you. You just gonna stop breathing?
You gonna have your pity party in your corner. I'll be right here chilling when you're ready to come back. And that's kind of how been my whole week.
What's so awesome about God, though? Like He is never done with us in our foolishness. Because you talk about firing God, and God is like, I mean, I can leave, but how you gonna live?
Right.
Like you're literally going to just disappear because without you being on my mind, you don't exist.
Girl, bye.
So thank God, and that's really what this reckless abandonment is really helping us with. Is recognizing who we are and where we are.
Yeah.
Like when you look at the story of the sinner woman, like she had to know who she was. And that all this past and all this junk and all this baggage that she carried. And that's why when she went to Jesus, she was so grateful and so, just filled with emotion of how appreciative she was that the message that He brought was different than the message she had been hearing, of course, growing up and being taught by Pharisees when everything was law, and no compassion, no grace. And a woman like that needed grace, just like the Pharisees. They needed grace too. They just didn't recognize it. But she recognized, I'm in need of a Savior, and He's reaching out to me. How awesome is He? Let me go pour out my love. And that's what this journey is about. Because we're not any different than her.
Not at all.
Not at all. Not at all. Grew up because the sins and the issues that I dealt with weren't really ever preached about in church, I just assumed that I didn't have a testimony. And I'm gonna be honest, like I really felt like that meant that God loves me less because I wasn't the one lost sheep that He had to go out and get, or like that's how I felt. I felt like because nobody talked about the sin issues that I was dealing with, like lust and pride and self-righteousness and all these things that I was dealing with on the inside. So I just thought because I wasn't out there wilding out that I didn't have a testimony. Like I felt less loved like God. So I always kind of felt like I related more to like being a Pharisee. Like I thought I had it all together. I thought I was good. But even the Pharisee, they needed God. They just didn't recognize it. So where I felt like a Pharisee, or I felt like the prodigal son's brother, like he ran off and I've been here. Why I can't get no party? Not recognizing that I was always with God and that Him keeping me from certain things was a testimony in itself. But I say all that to say that whether or not you relate to the sinner woman or you relate to the Pharisee, you have a need for grace.
Like you're talking about acknowledging and recognizing her need for Jesus in all her mess. Like she recognized that she was this messed up human being that was doing all this stuff that
she was
wasn't
in a better position
making her
than the
happy.
Pharisee.
Exactly,
Because she recognized that she God.
And I think that's the amazing part about us is that, and I think we're still at the beginning process of God just kind of like that scripture, search me and know my heart. I think we're in that beginning process where God is just kind of like, well, you got this in there,
and not just
you got
the surface stuff, but like deep,
right? And He's like, oh, God,
because He's taking us to a new level,
right?
So it's like that's that deep down thing. I didn't even know I was dealing with that. No, it's real.
I think it's kind of God just like really just going through the process slowly with us. Like He's not just
so
dun, clean it up and we're done and let's go throw you out there. No, God is just like, listen, because time doesn't matter to God at all. Like we're the only ones that are worried about time. Like, God, that should have been great like yesterday. Like what's happening? And so it's just like God is trying to slowly take that stuff out of you and clean that stuff out of us, and so that we don't want to pick it back up again, so that we don't want to go back to it, or that we don't fall back to it. Because as the process as you're working, kind of like I worked on this hair, right? I'm sorry, I'm salty about it. I worked on this hair all
Set under
day.
the dryer for 2 hours. That's why I don't do dryers.
All
it
day.
Don't matter.
I mean, I washed it. I had to deep condition it. I had to sit on the blow dryer. I put these suckers up in Bantu knots. And when you look at it, this might have not been a good example, but I'm just salty, so I would talk about it. Because if it turned out better, it would make sense.
How you can still make that work is like you went through the process, so you still did right by your hair. Like it still got deep. It didn't turn out how you thought it should turn out, really but it's still healthy. It's still clean. It's still detangled. All these things that your natural hair needs to be.
Turn it down.
That's why we see.
Because I was salty, y'all.
And
look at this. Y'all see some definition? Because I don't see any.
No. But that's just how. That's life, though. We think we do all this. It's supposed to turn out a certain way. At 30, I just keep going back to I'm 30. But y'all, if you see me blog, I was having a couple issues. Like, ooh, I should have been further along. But God is taking us through the process how He wants us to take it through. And at the end of the day, at the end of today, if your life doesn't look like how you thought it should look, you still deep conditioned your hair. Like you still are treating it how it's supposed to be.
Healthy hair, and y'all
that's
look
the main
at
point.
this. Got some
and
length.
it looked good. It just don't look how she wanted. It's fine. Right. And
that's
shoot,
good.
that's what matters. Because you remember when your hair was like, and it was like this and this and this.
So the whole point is that it's pretty messy. I already got no definition. We gotta keep it shaped.
My bad. I know better.
The whole point is that
natural disrespect.
Reckless abandonment is for us to give ourselves over to God, mess and all, and for God to do His own work in us in the timing that He has called to do it. And that's kind of what we've been going through. And we're trying not to push God. Somebody told me just today, like, girl, you letting Jesus tour your life. You're not letting Him work in your life. I was kind of offended.
Tour?
But I was thinking about it. I know, because I was thinking about it. I was like, that's kind of true, because we're not letting God actually do the work because it feels uncomfortable, because it's not going fast enough, because it's not happening the way we want it to, because we can't
And
control the
we need to know.
situation.
We need to know. Oh God, wait, what are you doing? Wait, no, I'm not comfortable going there. Like,
Right,
no,
right.
bring it back. No,
God, I am
but why? You said
recklessly
we're gonna do this. Why do we need to go?
abandoning control
Yes.
and letting you just do whatever you want to me, and trust that whatever you're doing is making me a better person.
That's why. Side note. I was reading this devotional, and it like jacks me up because it was saying like it was Jesus, and he was saying basically, I don't want to come in and modify your flesh, like your flesh. I want to kill your flesh. I want to make you a new person. I want to bring you, mold you, shape you into the person that I want you to be. And the thing is, one, we need to recognize that as soon as we gave our lives to Christ, at whatever age,
That
he
killing
made us.
process started.
Yeah, he already made us new.
Right.
But it's about getting our minds to wrap around that fact. And that's what this reckless abandonment is about. It's really not about habits and, outer things. It's not about that. It's about getting our hearts in line with God. And so when you are trying to get your heart in line with God, though, you do have to break certain habits. Like, that's just a part of it. It's not about the habit. But in order to get where you're trying to get to God, like, you do have to do some things. It's just not going to be like, okay, God, now I'm ready. No. Turn the TV off. You got to turn the TV off.
Yeah.
No, it's not about rules. No. It's
It
rules
is.
to everything.
It's about being intentional.
Yes.
Because God's going to do his work, but there's also a requirement that he wants
He is
from
a
you
God
as well.
of standards. He always has been.
A God of order.
Yes, but and he knew we were never going to reach him, so thank
Right.
God for grace. But when you're trying to get to a new level, you need to do new things. That's
Right.
basically it.
That's fair.
So, like me, don't spend 3 hours watching television. You
Don't-
could be praying.
Don't
Reading
not
your
do
word.
it anymore, Jalecia.
Yeah.
That man, he is not worth
He's a
your
distraction.
time.
You know he's a distraction. You know these things are distraction, but we keep like I'll do something and I'm like, I could be doing something more valuable, but I'll keep doing that silly thing. So
Over
that's what this whole process
and
is about.
over and
Yeah.
over and over again.
And reckless abandonment, while it's drawing our hearts closer to God, it's also just about my whole life. Like being intentional with everything that I do. I've been talking about wanting to be a businesswoman and entrepreneur for years. I have to get focused on all of that. So while I'm allowing God to like cleanse me, my heart and my mind and draw it closer to Him, He's also, giving me ideas and giving me the courage just to like do these things that you're saying. That's what it's about. Like
Right.
it's about fulfilling our purpose all the way around. And our first purpose is just to love God.
Right.
And we have to be in 2016 in this world with all this stuff. We have to be intentional about that. We have to focus, and so that means we have to make the sacrifice. Like we'll be trying to do it an easy way without making sacrifices, but no. To be the people that we know, the women that we know, the God has created us to be, with the greatness that we know is on our lives, we have to make the sacrifices.
Right.
And that
It's just what comes
Yeah.
with the territory.
So you can
can't
make
want to be great
and not go
and
for
not
it.
do things
Stop
like
lying to yourself.
Right.
I want to talk to y'all like Eric Thomas will talk to you. Shut up. Like I just want to
get in the lab.
right. Start doing something.
Oh, okay, too intense. I mean, not too intense,
That's
but
that's how I feel. That's how I talk to myself sometimes. Like Ciante, I ain't gonna, just go watch some Eric Thomas videos. He'll motivate like the skin off your back to go do
E.T.
something.
the hip
good.
hop preacher.
Yes,
he's
follow
awesome.
But yeah, so this is a for real life journey, y'all. Because we are not settling for average, spiritually average, entrepreneurially average, physically. Like we're trying to get our whole everything together. We want to be the best we can for God. We want to have real relationship with Him and not just be talking about it. So we can either make the sacrifices and do the work to actually get where we're trying to go, or we could just be unhappy and settling for stuff that we really don't want.
Right. You can't do it by yourself. And I think that's where we fail so many times, because we count on ourselves to do it. We recognize our weakness and that we as human beings and who we are can't do it by ourselves. Like God intends for you to use His help. He's an ever-present help.
Yes.
The thing is that you
help.
have
Yes,
to,
ever-present help.
the thing is that you have to take a step. You have to start walking. You have to start doing it, and you have to be there and just
We in
embrace
Starbucks.
it.
Shit, no present. The ever present help. That just struck like he's always.
Always.
Not even always. He's ever,
Always.
forever
Yes.
present. And he's always wanting to help you. Like
Just waiting.
he doesn't care about your flaws and he doesn't care about
He
your
doesn't
mistakes.
care
and
about your undefined hair.
he not
thinks
cared
you're
a little
beautiful.
bit. He gave you that hair. He knew it wasn't going to define all the time.
Listen, he said, I made your hair like that. I made it not hold no definition.
And it's fine.
Lord, come on now. I need you to hook us up.
But it's just, God is awesome. Like, he really is. And his love, like, his patience. My God, thank him for his patience. All right, so, yeah. So, since our video that we had planned didn't quite work out, we got to see a little bit of the realness. Unedited. I mean, it'll be edited, but, just raw.
Slightly.
Unscripted is what I meant. Unscripted, real, Jalicia, Deontay, Fierce Faithful Fabulous. We really love God. We
Yes.
got some real issues and some real mess, but we got some real greatness in store. So we're really excited. This is what we're doing, and
Right.
we're continuing on this journey. So just join us.
Right. Show yourself
Recklessly.
some grace.
Yes.
It's okay.
And make the necessary sacrifices. Do the work.
Right. Do the
All right.
work.
Be intentional.
Peace it.
You're a queen. You're better than that.